What happened here tonight is a fitting tribute to all of you who have made this the crown jewel of baseball franchises. First, Hall of Famer, a man who broke many records himself, ladies and gentlemen, Lou Brock. The next man, I've been thinking all night how to introduce him. There's only one way. The man, Stan Musial. And now, with great honor, I'd like to introduce some special guests. They have conducted themselves with grace and dignity. The Maris family and their children. I would like to introduce them individually, the Maris children, Susan, Sandra, Randy, Kevin, Richard, and Roger Jr. Mrs. Maris couldn't be with us tonight, but all of us send our very best wishes and a thank you for her graciousness. On behalf of everyone in Major League Baseball, I want to thank both Mark McGuire and Sammy Sosa for providing us with a home run chase that has captivated sports fans around the world. You have made this a summer that generations will remember. To acknowledge Mark for breaking the 37-year-old single-season home run record set by the great Roger Maris, I am honored to present Mark the Commissioner's Historic Achievement Award. Mark is the first recipient of this award, and it is only fitting that it is being presented to the player who has broken baseball's most important individual record. Congratulations, Mark.
Thank you, Commissioner Seelig. It goes without saying that Tony La Russa, the Cardinal coaches, and Mark's teammates have certainly enjoyed this chase this summer. And here with a special presentation from the Cardinal players is Cardinal catcher Tom Lampkin.
Well, first of all, we just like to thank the fans that came out and supported us through all the ups and downs that we've had this season. When Mark said in a press conference a few days ago that we had the best fans here in St. Louis, believe me, I've been all over the country, and he wasn't lying. On behalf of the players, the coaches, the staff, we'd like to congratulate Mark on this unbelievable, remarkable feat and thank him for letting us be a part of it. We have a lineup card with everybody's signature on it as our way of saying thanks for the lifetime of memories. We won't forget these as long as we live. Thank you.
One more speaker, one more gift, and then you'll hear from the man of the moment. Here with a special gift from the Cardinals, on behalf of you great fans who have thrilled to the exploits all season, is the Cardinals chairman of the board and the general partner, Mr. Bill DeWitt, Jr.
Thanks, Jack. On behalf of the St. Louis Cardinals and baseball's greatest fans, congratulations, Mark, for accomplishing one of the greatest feats in the history of sports. Your majestic home runs have captivated the nation, and we are proud to have you join baseball's all-time greats as a member of the Cardinals, a 106-year-old storied franchise for which this is clearly a defining moment. And in front of Hall of Famers who saw you today, Lou Brock, Stan Musial, Jack Buck, Red Schoendienst, and at home, Bob Gibson and Enos Slaughter. Your quest for Babe Ruth and Roger Maris has been marked with respect and grace and a wonderful style. We salute you, we congratulate you, and most of all, we thank you. And it goes without saying that one day, number 25 will be parked right up there. Now, as a small memento on this historic occasion, for all that you have done for us in the Cardinal community, please look to the right field wagon gate. A classic car for a classic slugger and true American hero. A '62 Cardinal Red Corvette for 62 home runs.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you feast your eyes on that lovely gift, I want to bring a member of the Cardinal ground crew to the microphone and to the stage. And the reason why is that Mr. Tim Farnaris, a member of the Cardinal ground crew, ended up with the baseball that was hit for home run number 62, and he wants to present it to Mark McGuire.
Mr. McGuire, I think I have something that belongs to you.
I was going to tell you to sit down so we could get up and give him a standing ovation. But you're already on your feet. And the reason you are on your feet is because of this man, number 25, Mark McGuire.
Let's see, where do I start? Well, first of all, thank all the owners here in St. Louis for bringing me over here. In that beautiful car right there. I'd like to thank all my teammates for putting up with all the media for the last couple of months, and really putting up with me. And this belongs to you as well as it belongs to me, and I thank every one of you. To all the Marises, for being so kind, supportive, and understanding the true feeling that their father is in my heart. And when I touched his bat tonight before the game, I knew tonight was going to be the night. And I can honestly now say I can rest my bat alongside Roger Maris's bat in the Hall of Fame, and I'm damn proud of it. To all my family, to my great ex-wife, her husband, to get my son here on time yesterday. Now you're a rock. I guess finally, to end this night is historical, and when I drove to the ballpark today, I honestly and truly wanted to hit it for the city. You guys have never made me feel more welcome coming here last year. I remember my first at bat, standing ovation, and I'll remember my last one a few years down the line. But I'll tell you what, the best fans in America, the best fans in baseball, thank you. Let's enjoy the night.
So, ladies and gentlemen, for our ball club which is playing very well, it's off to Cincinnati and Houston, so those fans can cheer Mark McGuire and the Cardinals. And let's hear it one more time to cap off this wonderful evening for Mark McGuire, the new single-season home run king. Our favorite number is 62. Nice going, Mark.
Well, Mark McGuire will take a final victory lap, or so it appears, around Busch Stadium. You know, these people have to work tomorrow, but hardly anyone has left the ballpark. That's what kind of a city St. Louis is, a blue-collar city. And that's why they have taken this man, this 34-year-old Mark McGuire, so much to their souls. A sport that desperately needed a moment like this. Baseball has pitched a perfect game tonight as Mark McGuire breaks what Commissioner Bud Selig called baseball's most important individual record. Mark driving right past us in the '62 Corvette. Way to go, big man. Congratulations. And an honor for me, I have to tell you, to be able to shake his hand as he drove past. Well, have we finally used up our supply of goosebumps for the night? Maybe not. Let's one more time take a look at the home run that vaulted Mark McGuire alone atop the all-time single-season home run record book. Don't forget to touch first base there, Mark. And must have set an all-time Major League Baseball record for the longest tour around the base. Now the final fireworks salute. So as Mark heads off to the wagon gate out in right field, we'll finally head for the clubhouse and get a shower after what's been an emotionally draining night, I'm sure, for him. This crowd will finally begin to filter out of Busch Stadium into the streets of St. Louis for what is certain to be a night of celebrating. You don't see moments like this very often, folks, and these people are ecstatic at having been here tonight as Mark McGuire hits his 62nd home run. For his part, Mark's son Matt was here, his father John, his mother Ginger, his former wife, those members of his immediate family, but certainly his extended family numbers way, way up in the thousands here in St. Louis and across the world tonight. Hundreds of media credentials for this event from all over the world. We had a chance to stand next to a television crew from Japan when Mark batted for the first time tonight. The camera operator was so nervous he could barely turn his equipment on. So many terrific pictures from this evening. Ones that will always stand out will be Mark and his son Matt embracing at home plate. And certainly for Cub fans, the ultra classy move by Sammy Sosa, who for a long time didn't look like he knew exactly what he wanted to do to congratulate Mark McGuire. And finally, Sammy jogged in from right field as the mini celebration was in progress outside the Cardinal dugout. And certainly in what was a spontaneous show of congratulations and emotion on Sammy's part, got to the dugout, parted the crowd in front of Mark, and was able to make his way over there and embrace his arch rival here in St. Louis. And here's a look at that. What a moment. What a moment. Sammy's got that little bash move down. And you know, we don't want Cub fans to forget that even though Mark has hit 62 first, that doesn't mean the race is over by any means. Sammy stuck on 58, but only 4 behind McGuire. And coming home to start a 2-game series against the Pirates tomorrow at Wrigley Field, a game you'll see at 1 o'clock right here on WGN. Mark's taking another victory lap. So a spine-tingling September evening in St. Louis begins to wind down. There were 50,000 people here tonight, or 13 people short of 50,000. That's in the ballpark, and many thousand more outside. That's where WGN's Rich King was, taking in the scene outside the ballpark when Mark McGuire's 62nd flew out of the yard. And here's Rich live outside the park with more on that story. Rich?
Well, Dan, it is bedlam out here. A lot of fans celebrating Mark McGuire's 62nd home run. And I'll tell you, it's been like this all night long. We were out here moments after the home run. After he hit it, I was in the press box and saw it from WGN Radio. Raced out to introduce some fans, and it's been sheer bedlam out here. But let's talk about the baseball first of all. You know, a lot of talk about the $1 million ball. Remember all the auctioneers and everything? Well, it turns out As you mentioned earlier, Tim Fournier's a ground crew member of the St. Louis Cardinals, got that baseball, and WGN TV had a chance to talk to him, Chip Carey and Steve Stone on the air, about that great moment getting that 60-second home run baseball over the left field fence.
Right where the Conoco sign is, where the second K, right when it hit off the bat, I figured, man, this is my only chance. If it hits the wall, no big deal. It's not my ball anyways. It went over the wall, and where the grounds crew guys are sitting right there, I was sitting right where they are. I jumped down, I ran as fast as I could. I saw it inside, I locked on, and I grabbed it. Then I didn't know what to do with it, so I stuck it in my pocket, and you know how the streamers all went out? I went out and I picked up a few streamers, and my brother who's also on the grounds crew, I said, Tino, what do I do with this ball? He says, I don't know. So I ran it back through underneath the stands and brought it back to Mr. Bates.
What a moment that must have been. Everybody in baseball was wondering who would be the guy that caught the baseball. Nobody caught it. You just went and picked it up, huh?
I mean, it was just waiting. It was like a little lost puppy. I had to bring it home.
And so no $1 million baseball for anybody as the St. Louis Cardinals get that ball back. Now, one more thing. That ball was a line drive in the left field that cleared the wall. There were some fans out there in a private box area that almost had a chance to get it a few more feet higher, and they get that baseball. I went out there earlier in that private box, talked to some of the guys who came within feet away of getting $1 million baseball.
Ball went up in the air. It was coming down. I didn't know if it was going to get here. I thought he was actually going to catch it at the wall. And it just happened to carry right on.
Who got the ball?
Actually, I don't think anybody did. I think it went through the wall.
The ball was coming in, and I was trying to grab something. I was hoping that they grab onto my ankles. Get the ball. I mean, I was going for it. Anything, get that ball. Anything. I just wanted that ball. I wanted it bad.
That ball was coming straight toward us. The ball dropped about 5 feet below us. Greatest moment I ever had before in my life.
So close to $1 million.
Yep, $1 million ball right through our fingertips, pretty much.
Okay, so that's it. Some fans almost caught the baseball. Fans yelling 62 here. Mark McGuire night in St. Louis. Let's go back to WGN Studios in Chicago. And Steve and Allison, it's all yours back in Chicago. It's kind of quiet.
All right, thank you, Rich. What a night. Well, back here in Chicago, baseball fans are cheering for a man who has eclipsed a record that has shone brightly for years.
And the cheers are no less faint because the slugger made history against our beloved Cubs. WGN's Jackie Bang is live in Wrigleyville tonight. She has fan reaction to Mark McGuire's historic night. Jackie.
Well, hi, Allison and Steve. You know, I was a little surprised because I really expected a crowd of people at all the favorite watering holes here in Wrigley Field, but it wasn't really that busy. I guess Tuesday night is a work night, and that was most important, but there were a few people at some of the bars around here, and there was nothing but cheers for Mark McGuire. Murphy's Bleachers is just about 30 feet from the backside of Wrigley Field. After home games, this place is packed. Away games, it's almost quiet. First inning, Sosa hits a single. Only the bartender claps.
Well, that's good enough for a single, you know. Doesn't take a lot to do that.
High expectations for Sammy.
Well, Sammy's waiting until he comes home, I think.
Hope for a Sosa record breaker is put on hold. In the heart of Cubs country, fans are rooting for McGuire. Just one more.
If you've noticed, most of the home runs have come in the very first inning, or within the first 2 innings, shall we say.
You were close, Jim. First pitch, 4th inning, number 62.
I think it's great. He got to do it against the Cubs, which I'm a Cubs fan. What do you think of those two?
I think it's great. It's great for baseball. Those two with the relationship they built this year, and it's done wonders for baseball.
And the same sentiments can be found down the block at Bernie's, about 100 feet from Wrigley's left field.
Couldn't have happened to a better guy. Probably hit another 2 today before it's over.
If it wasn't for Mark McGuire and Sammy Sosa, the fans would never get over the strike season.
No, I didn't think it was going out at all. I really thought it was going to be a foul ball. I wish it was Albert Bell instead, though.
No, wrong team. Albert Bell with the White Sox? Well, that's another story, I suppose. But generally, everybody's looking forward for Sammy Sosa to come home so he can hit a couple of home runs from here. But it was nice to hear everybody say basically the same thing, that this has just been so good for the sport of baseball. It's been a downer since the strike, and now everybody's interested once again in baseball. This is Jackie Bang reporting live from Wrigleyville. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Jackie. And who knows, Sammy might just pass up McGuire before this is all over.
Oh, we hope so. We'll be back live with Dan Rowan at Busch Stadium with even more on tonight's historic night of baseball. And be sure to stay with WGN News for the latest on Sammy's reach for.
Now 4-0 in the end.